Warning: this article contains spoilers for Altered Carbon Season 1. The brand new futuristic sci-fi noir show from Netflix is based a series of novels. Richard K. Morgan penned the first book, also titled Altered Carbon, back in 2002. The books are hard-boiled, science fiction detective mysteries set over 300 years in the future, on different planets and in a vast and layered technology-filled universe, where bodies or sleeves are merely receptacles for digitized human consciousnesses. A show so layered and complex naturally becomes a little confusing for viewers. Two important terms that are mentioned in the show are meths and stacks. Altered carbon. What is an envoy? What is a stack? A stack is basically a small computer containing a person's digital consciousness and is inserted into the back of the neck. In the world of Altered Carbon, stacks are uploaded into new bodies or sleeves, so that people can essentially live forever. They are inserted into everyone's brain when they are a year old to allow it to be installed like software into a sleeve. This reduces bodies to mere expendable bags of flesh, as stacks can be put into new bodies over and over again as long as they are undamaged. Altered Carbon books. What is the show based on? In the show, Takeshi Kovacs, played by Joel Kinnaman, wakes up in a new sleeve at the behest of a billionaire who wants him to use his special combat training to solve a murder. If a stack is destroyed, then that means that the person is actually dead. This is referred to as a real death on the show. However, only the rich can afford multiple new sleeves and backed up stacks. This is where the meths come in. What is Resolution 653 in Altered Carbon? What is a meth? Meths are essentially the richest of the rich, who have lived for a very long time because they can afford to continuously replace their sleeves. The term comes from the word Methuselah. In the Old Testament, Methuselah was the grandfather of Noah and the longest living person of all time. In the show, billionaire Lawrence Bancroft James Purefoy is one of the oldest living people ever. He is so wealthy he can even keep his special cortical stack constantly backed up by satellites, so even if his stack is damaged, he won't die. On top of this, Bancroft has multiple clones of his original body. Altered Carbon Season 2 release date: every time a stack is inserted into a new sleeve, it degrades it slightly, as the mind has trouble adapting to a new body, which is why most ordinary people in Altered Carbon only change their sleeves a few times if they can afford it. Bancroft manages to avoid this by having the same body every time, hence he has the ability to live forever. How to watch Altered Carbon online. What is needle casting? Every stack contains a DHF, which stands for Digital Human Freight. This is the code on a stack that makes up a person's digital consciousness. Needle casting in Altered Carbon is transferring this DHF code from one body to another remotely, similar to the cloud, only it's people's minds that are being uploaded. This is the technique Bancroft uses to transmit his DHF to a satellite in order to back it up. Altered Carbon Season 1 is currently streaming on Netflix.